Welcome to another episode of STUDIO88 this beautiful morning. And right here, I still have my beautiful co-host with me, okay, Rob's in the building. All right. We have a very beautiful, very handsome, very wonderful, talented Honeytongue in the building. Is one of a kind, one of the best comedian in Nigeria presently. If you don't agree with me, argue with your with your phone. You argue with your phone. All right, Honeytongue, thank you for coming out. Thank you, we really appreciate it. I know this time of the year is like one of the busiest
Over busy.
time for you, so I want to say thank you so much for coming out. All right, let's go into it.
All right.
Let's go into it. I know you're married.
Yeah.
I know you're married, and for the amount of fame that is coming to you right now,
Yeah.
how do
Very
you?
married.
Yeah. So how do you deal with your female fans to start with?
Yeah. I always tell people that I've not had crazy female fans yet. The ones I have are those who just love me for me. I've not had those ones who will say, "Oh my God, remove this thing, tear down." I've not had that one yet. The ones I have now, are the ones I have brain. So majority has been more online where it's like, you're cool, can we hang out, blah blah blah, I'm busy, blah, or someone will just come to my shoot, just come and take pictures, so I've not had, in quotes, really crazy
How about your
fans.
wife?
Well, she's trying. I don't let her know some crazy things, It's not as if I don't tell her all the truth, but you just quote some other things, Just make it known to her that AKC come. I had a good outing, I had a very wonderful event. That's all cool.
Okay, so you've never been harassed before.
Not really harassed like that, but I've never been harassed without my knowledge.
Can you please break that down? Please break that down.
Okay, let me say, when you said I've never been harassed, there's some harassment, like, oh my God, like, you don't know about it, that's harassment without your knowledge. But harassment with my knowledge is probably when I was performing or while I was going around, somebody don't they look missing, so I'm like, hey, that look is kind of like, if I catch you, then I'll rape you, so I've not had that kind of, I've had that kind of look before where it's like, you look at me and then you're like, and so I'm like, I, and then you're like, and I'm like, I'm like, then you're like, I'm like, you're like, I know, I'm like, you say, yeah, I still want to do, So I've had such moments, but in the long run, somehow it's either they leave before I finish the event, or those who called me for the event lost me earlier before they could even set their eyes on me. So somehow I've been able, for the little years I've spent, to maneuver myself around that moment.
All right, talking about years you spent, you've been over how many years in the industry?
Yeah, I started January. The first time they introduced me as a comedian was January 21, 2005. That was the first time they called me on stage as Honeytongue. Before then, it's been, hey, Topper, come and help us do one birthday, blah, blah, blah. But that day was the first time they addressed me as a comedian for the first time in my life. So the first time I hosted the show was May 29, 2005 as well. Just a few months down the line, I had my first show. So since then, I've been doing comedy. So, but I always hear professionally. Well, I would say the day I registered my company as an entertainment outfit was 2010 October. So I would say doing comedy has been since 2005. Being a registered company has been 2010.
So how about your parents? Were they supportive?
My parents. Okay, when you say parent, that means father and mother.
Yeah.
Okay, mother was in support. Mothers are loving. Not all mothers anyway, but mine was quite caring. My dad is a professor. He didn't support it from day one even till now. The only time he supports it when he sees a lot. A couple of weeks ago, my dad saw me and said, comedian Yahoo Yahoo. To him, he sees that Yahoo, how can you just make people laugh and they just give you money? Like, it's not normal. Like, it's not my dad. I'm a professor. They've not paid me what they paid you. You just want to talk. It was at the wedding where I anchored, and then he was asking the man that, hey, Trevor, I'll pay your money. Say, no, he does his own business. I don't know. He's a professor. He has students who come there for masters, PhD, and all that. So one of them was talking to him that I like your solo. I want you to come and host maybe a dinner or something. So he was telling him, there's some food, but you go back, you 50,000, you kill on son now. So when the guy now came to me, he was like, we've spoken to your dad, blah blah. I said, no, cool. So what should we do? I said, let's do 400 since you came through my dad. I said, 400, like, like what, like 400. I'm like, because you came in through in 400, but if you want to do it official, it will be more than that. No, you don't understand. I'm not saying that you're doing for many people. It's just only me.
Okay, let me question.
Yeah.
So are you saying you're actually a million plus right now?
Well, very close to it, depending on who's bringing in the. Yeah, we're close to 1 million.
Wow.
More than 1 million if it's a very good company. All right. And depending on what we are doing.
All right, I can see your lovely t-shirt. I know you have
It's only funny by nature. That's why I wait. I wanted to take all down, but well, this thing was show. Camera, show this thing, no. I need to pay house rent. Okay, you were saying something.
So your show is coming up.
Yeah,
August 19th.
Yeah, the third edition.
All right, I have this thing like I don't really understand the comedy industry in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because you call something a comedy show and it's more like looking like a music concert.
All right.
Where you have 2,000 comedians, 3,000.
I knew it was going to come up with that.
So I was like, okay. So I want to ask. So what should we be expecting from Honeytongue differently?
From time past, if you studied my show, I've always had more comedians than musicians.
Okay.
Right from time. Because I've always believed that even the tag of the show is funny by nature, Honeytongue funny by nature. So we are doing more of comedy, but no matter how much we say it's comedy, we just have a little bit of music to spice it all down. Just like you can't eat a meal, and not put a drink beside it. So that's how it is. No matter if the food is jollof rice, meat, and everything, you see, no matter how sweet it is, you need a liquid just to bring it all down. So that's why the liquid part is where we bring in music. Now, the music must not now be too much than the comedy. So the comic part is much. You see 90% comedy, 10% music. So the only music you get on my show is probably someone killing it at the end, or a couple of people coming on stage before then just to start it all up. So, but you have more comedy at my events than music.
So are we looking at Honeytongue doing 3 hours?
Yeah, no, we are not seeing 3 hours, but we are seeing more than 1 hour. Okay, we are seeing a stretch of 1 hour, then a bit of 10 minutes thereabout. So
what do you get your sights on? I mean, which celebrities do you think are most influential?
Most influential to me personally.
Yeah, to you.
Okay, celebrities in my field
yes,
or
in your field. Who do you look up to?
Who do I look up to? Personally, that question looks very tricky to me because I really don't have one person I'm looking up to as a word. I love people for different reasons. You know, I could say an AY now. People are like, it's not. But I like AY because it's been consistent over time. His shows has been packed up over time. We are all about the music, the comedy business. Money is involved, to put such a thing together. So I love that about him. If I say about him now, I love his comic sense. His humor is out of this world. If I say Basket Map now, to me, is the most international comedian right from the soil of Nigeria. So I love him so much. So if I say Anali Baba is a father in the industry, so I have a couple of people that even if I mention their name, they're like, who is this? I love them for different reasons. So I look up to different people for different things.
So where do you see yourself in competition?
In the competition, I don't see it as a competition. Basically, I would say I'm in a competition with myself. I just want to be better than the last time I did whatsoever I did. Okay, so if the last time I did a 30 minutes show, and after the 30 minutes show, I'm like, this thing's not too good. I didn't do that. So I always want to work based on my last performance. So I want to be better than the last time I did whatsoever I did. So if I did a comic gig or an MC or movie, anything I do, I always want to get better after I did the last one.
All right. Okay. I get this argument a lot.
Yeah.
Do you think we have enough stand-up comedians in Nigeria?
Yes, we do.
Why do you think so?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of stand-up comedians in Nigeria. It's like asking, do we have lots of pastors in Nigeria? Yes, we do. Like, you don't have a church doesn't mean any stand-up comedian.
All right, the reason why I asked this because I've watched so many shows, and mostly they all get 5 minutes, 10 minutes to perform. So, and I feel that is not really what
The
stand-up
standard.
should be
Okay.
all about. So why is that?
The country we live in. Everybody wants to express themselves, but the platform is not there. Okay, putting a show together, I tell you, sometimes you feel like not putting it together. Because the cost of putting a show together in Nigeria is like building a house. It's really, really crazy. When I say crazy, I mean crazy. Sponsors don't want to come. You say you don't have. There are lots of stand-up comedians, but the truth is, the established ones didn't just wake up one day and then get there. They worked their asses off. I mean, shows upon shows, they feature here. Some have backup plans, some do other businesses just to keep the comic side of their life functioning. So I would say there are lots of comedians, but the reason why you see them on 5-10 minutes on other shows is because some of them are not fully equipped to have their own personal shows yet. So they need to still express themselves. So how would they do it? They can't wait for 10 years to have their show. They have to just see someone's show and say, come, just give me 5 minutes and do some stuff. So for now, we'll be seeing that a couple of times till it's growing gradually now. So we have seen one man stand up. Before it wasn't one man stand up. We've always had like a concert comedy where you have like 50 comedians coming on stage back to back. But now we are seeing a comedian. We've seen Basket do it, we've seen Bobby do it, we've seen Acapella do it, we've seen Senator do it, we've seen Kenny Black do it, we've seen G1, we've seen a couple of comedians do it. So Sheila has done it. And so many people that I can't really remember now have done it. But it's just that the marketing strategy is not really strong enough to bring us all up.
Why is that a problem in this part of the country? Because if I overheard you before now, where you said you took your stuff to probably a sponsor for a sponsorship deal, and the first thing they ask you, who's coming? Why do we have that in this?
Well, I wouldn't say why, because we're in a country where that's the status quo. Until it changes, we don't know why. I got to a company and the first thing, who is coming? I'm like, it's my show. They're like, who is coming? I'm like, it's only company manager. They say, yeah, we know who is coming. Now, every brand does not want to support something they don't know. It's normal. I wouldn't, if I approach you now, you don't know me, and I say, please drop me off somewhere. You're like, hey, who are you? Or if someone proven their craft over time. And so when they've not seen you or heard you, they're like, they don't know what it takes. Everybody, there's this thing in business, they say WWIIT, what is it for me? Abi, is that correct? WIIT something. So what's the need for me? So what's the need? If I'm bringing something to your table, what can you afford me? So if they don't see the large crowd that you can bring in for them, they're like, hey, can do it with somebody else. You get? So it's just the country we are in. So maybe over time, when people start having their stands overseas, in America, in London, they have comedy clubs that people go there to them perform, come gigs where they can have like 10 in one state. But in Nigeria, we don't have comedy clubs. We only have lounges. We have bars and clubs where they go and sing, drink. We don't have comedy clubs.
Strictly for comedy.
We don't have. So until we'll have that in bits, then we'll grow gradually. But for now, we are growing. But it's that we are not there yet.
All right. Speaking of growing, has the social media actually helped in any way?
Yes, it has helped.
Because the reason is because I see so many skits out there, and some are not worthy of even being online. You just see, and before you know it,
it has blown.
Before you know it, the person has hit probably 1 million views.
And then it becomes a celebrity.
If you want a celebrity just like that, you'll be like, okay, so what next? So has it actually helped? Because I feel so many has gone into that industry just because they are actually hungry, not because they have a passion for it. Right. So do you think the social media has actually helped in that regard?
Yeah, has it helped comedy or helped entertainment in general?
Comedy
as well. Okay. It has helped. Whether hunger drove them there, something must drive you to something. Whether it's hunger, whether it's happiness, whether it's sadness, something drives you to something. So that they were driven there, fine. It's the staying power that matters. To go on social media and sustain a particular trend over time and then trend for a long time, man, that's work. They put in intellectual property into this thing. Let's forget the fact that some are not welcomed, some are not funny, some sit down, write these things and say, come, call a cameraman or whatever. Some use their phone and then they say, let's record something. Okay, so I believe that they put in work. to make it work. Now, the other side that is not there is if you now get to a particular stage and then you do not have what to continue it with, it dies off. Okay, so people like an SLK now is a stand-up comedian, someone I respect so much. Now he has a followership over time where he does his brother Wasio thing, and so he uses that to gather more people following him, so that when he gets on stage, he has something to leverage on. Yeah. So when you have that to leverage on, your jokes, your comedy has sense. You get, so when you come on stage, you have a cliche you do like Morebi Costa, and the crowd replies, "You're not a bastard. Look at you." You know, it's a tone to set up. If you have that tone to start a comic with, and you know, it gives you a rest of mind, and then you deliver. But if they don't know you and you come on stage like that, it takes a time for you to build confidence and people listening to you. So it has helped, really, really helped. But the only factor there now is that when they get to a certain stage or a certain extent, I don't like the fact that they now start referring to them as stand-up comedian. You know, so some are not really good at stand-up comedy. Sure. So I feel they should just deviate into something else that would help them. For instance, now I called a friend of mine. I won't say his name. I called his number because I needed a known face on my show. I said, "Hey, come, guy, can you come?" He said, "I'm not a stand-up comedian, no." And I understand. He's trying to let me know that it's not as if I can crack jokes, but stand-up comedy is work.
It's work.
It's not that I'm funny alone. You know, you can be funny in your village and your house.
I believe stand-up has a build-up.
He has a build-up.
It's not just and the boy come
and you can't go run. Then you can't enter one gutter. It's like, which gutter? Not even in this Nigeria that when you are saying joke, they'll be asking you questions. He say, "That's why I can't enter bus. Wait till come happen." And the man go give me change. Why you no collect that? So, you know, we've gotten to a point where people think before they talk now. Yeah. You know, people want to see where you're coming from, what's your build up, what's the essence, why you do what you're doing. You understand? So now we are there now. So people are now understanding that if you don't have it, don't try it. Sure. So that's where the standard we have now. So over time, we'll shift them. You know, when you buy guy now, you sieve them, right? So they sharp to remove from the main thing. So over time, social media has helped put food on some people's table. Now they are brand ambassadors to some certain companies where they just do little adverts for them. So like I said, comedy has different genres. You know, some are skits makers, some are movie makers, you know, comic actors, actresses, and all that. So some are stand-up comedians, some are comic writers. In UK, in US, they have comic writers. Sure. That's the only job they do, but they can't call themselves comedians. You know, so but they are comic writers. They just write. They can't crack jokes. They can't say it. They can't act it. But they write it and give it to you. You can do. So over time, we'll get to that.
So what do you think makes you unique? Like,
what makes me?
Thing?
Sincerely, I don't know. I always ask myself what makes me unique. I always like saying that I'm just natural. This is me. It's not something I'm trying to fake to be. Is me. So I think my natural side makes me unique. If I stand to be corrected, but that's me. You can't know me more than me. But I think being natural is just me. So that's my uniqueness.
So where do you see yourself in the next 25 years?
25 years is far. 25 years is far. Where do I see myself in 25 years? I like working with my today. Tomorrow will sort itself out, you know. So I really have written that before. You know, at the time, you know, when we were growing up, say, you know, once New Year is coming, now start writing New Year, New Year resolution. I've written some resolution in my life.
Everybody does that.
Everybody does that. But sincerely, I've been back.
It never passed.
Maybe 1 month.
1 month. Maybe second or third of the
month. January. It's the truth, you know. So people so I've learned over time that you can't plan 25 years. It's not as if you cannot have a broad perspective of what you really want. You understand? But I work with my today. There are some things I want to see today that I need to make today work. So if I see it today, I know tomorrow should be better than today. So
speaking of today,
yes,
I noticed so many comedians has diveted into the movie industry.
Yes,
so do we see Honeytongue probably in Black Panther, Black Panther like Black Panther 3?
No, my own is Purple Panda. Purple Panda. You know, in Nigeria, we can just remix anything. Nike of Nike. I saw one Nike, Nikee. That the last E, they now put small. I said, this is a Yoruba 90.
So are you looking into going to in the movie industry?
Yeah, sure.
Why is that?
Yeah, it's a branch of comedy. Like I said, comedy has different genres. More of my stand-up act deals with my body movement, my gestures. So acting has a lot to do with your body movement, gestures, and all that. So I've written a couple of scripts that I feel should be translated into a movie. So I would. That's not something I'm thinking about. That's something I would do this coming year. Compulsory. It's by force, by fire.
I've heard you sing.
Please don't go there. Don't go there, please. I beg you.
I've heard you sing,
Okay.
and you sound so well.
Okay,
Do you
just-
have plans for that?
Uh,
Future plans.
you know, there's sometimes when they ask you questions, just straight to the next.
Sorry, there's nobody to trade to here.
There's no. Okay, let me try to the callers. Okay, they have plans for music. I love singing. Like if people ask me, I said I love singing. I do comedy.
Well, you sound so well.
But comedy puts food on my table.
Well, I've actually seen you sing, and to be honest,
Yeah.
we have few singers
Okay.
in this country, to be honest. So it will be how will I put it? It will be like you
plus.
keeping what you're not supposed to keep. You're not supposed to unleash
That
this,
side
so
of
we
me.
can at least put some trash out, so we can listen to good music.
Okay.
So why are you not like putting an effort into the
Into it.
music? Yeah.
Personally, I always I think that's like a nightmare. I'm trying to unravel. It's like a mystery I'm trying to unravel about myself. Yesterday when we did the meet and greet on that was 31st of July at Scott Burnett. When we were doing it, before we started, I sang, and then someone that's been following me for years she said, "Hey man, I've seen you do comedy, but man, I love your comedy. I respect it." I said, "Thank you." He said, "But the way you sing, man, is off the hook." I love singing. It's not that I don't love it. It's just that the singing has given me much of envelope. When you sing, after singing that, "Eshegon, thank you, sir." You bless us. You give you envelope, you open envelope, you see letter. It's not even money. So now that has affected the psyche, but that's not the reason. People see me most times. If I don't sing, if you don't hear me sing, they don't say I can't sing.
True.
If you don't hear me sing, it's not like you just saw me like, "Oh boy, you should be a musician." You understand? It's like when you just see me from the onset, like, this guy's so crazy. So
Yeah,
since that's not the first thing they see about me, I feel I shouldn't project that side. That was what I was thinking. So I felt, let me not project the side they are not seeing. So let me project the side they are seeing. When the side they are seeing has blossomed to a certain level, then I can now come in with the music.
All right, just take this from Studio 88 right now.
Yeah.
We think you need to start working on your songs.
Yes.
Okay.
Like seriously, we need to hear you sing.
Okay.
The world needs to hear you
Any
sing.
song. I mean,
We just need to
we
hear you sing.
sing.
We need to hear that voice.
Okay. I'll make it work. It's a promise. I'll do something about it. Yeah, there's a song coming out.
Okay, tell us about it.
It's a comic song actually. The title of the song is Isualata. It just I went to the studio to do a song, and then the song I wanted to do, the guy did a beat. I said I didn't like it, so I tried another song. I said, "Okay, should they need beat for the? Do you have a beat for this?" He tried it. Said I didn't like it. I said, "Okay, try another one." So I just sang one off song. Like I just heard the beat. I was like, da, 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 da. He said, I like that one. Oh, I like that song. I said, "You like the song? Yeah, it's comic enough." I said, "Okay, let's do it." So that was like we did it. That was last
So it came
3 months.
It came natural.
Just came natural. We just started dropping it. I started writing. He was like, I should do that. She just put the guitar. I should do that. He asked me a question. I think at a meet and greet one time like that, and he was telling me that I should sing one of my songs, and I forgot immediately. I think when I do music, I don't see it like a major. So after doing it, I don't see it like,
go back to it.
I don't go back to it. I don't see it like a thing that is part of me. so to speak, until you people start talking about it. I feel it's just
All right,
something.
our time is almost up right now. Before we go, 2019 is around the corner.
2019, yeah.
So there's so much about the young is too
Not too young
not
to
too
rule.
young to rule.
Yes.
Hashtag going on in Nigeria. So I want to know exactly. I want to know what is your take about this. Do you think it's another scam, or do you think the young can actually get there?
The young can get there, but the young in Nigeria has a age bracket. Our young in Nigeria starts from 50. You know, there was the young shall soon grow. You know, the young shall grow. The young have not finished growing. The old people have refused to live until all of them die. Then the young will get there. We will get there with time. But to me, 2019 doesn't look like it because people in power are still pressing some buttons. Until they leave, something's going to happen. Not too young to rule. Yes, we are not too young to rule, but very few youths are getting it right. Not all youths, very few. Our priorities are beginning to align with what it should align with. But for now, it's not looking like it. You know, we still have more yahoos. We still have more kidnappings. We still have more underground runs where you don't have to go through the normal route to get what you want. So that is still affecting our psyche, our vision. So until we have a couple of people, you know, if you have out of 1 million youths, just 2 are getting it right. So that's the kind of ratio it is now. So we don't have lots of youths really going out to do the right thing. We always shout, get your PVC.
But let me, are you intending to go into politics?
I will go into politics. So I might go into politics. Sometimes I will go into politics. Because people are watching this now, they will not write the date. No, I'll not have white beard and all that. They say, uncle,
You have not
what
gone.
happened to your political I say it died. So I might. I love politics. I love talking to youth. I love being a leader amongst people who don't have vision. I love casting visions for people. I love it. I love making people see what is in them that is in them. You know, so I love it a lot. But if politics will bring that part of me out, I'll go into it. But you know, the way politics is in Nigeria, they kidnapped my dad once. I did say my dad then thought politics was professorship, so he went into politics. My God. They kidnapped him. I think that was 90. The time of MK was what year?
1993.
93 there about.
Yeah, 91.
Then all those 90s, early 90s. You know, my dad was, I'm going for the governorship of Ogun State. My mom would say, yeah, my dad was doing, For 2 days we didn't sing. We thought it was campaign. Until we got a call, you know, then phones were very scarce, you know, so we had the landline. My mom just said, hello. So, hey, you have your husband. Not tell him one name. If we release him now, tell him one name. When my dad came back, my mom said, don't tell her. My mom was like, Emma worry, Emma win. You know, the politics in Nigeria is quite terrorizing. Let me use that word. You know, it's like a terrorism set of people coming together. You know, the politics in Nigeria looks like a corporate terrorism where they'll terrorize your life. Like, where are you going? I'm not going again. Are you sure you want to go? So that's how it is now. You need like a babasa. You know, you can't just go in normally and say you want to compete. Why did I say that? The money they make there is quite enormous. Why are people not fighting to go into teaching? Why are people not fighting into being a quick leader? Because the money coming out of it is not. It's huge. That's why they are fighting to be there. But if they are fighting to go into bricklaying, that means there's money in bricklaying.
True.
Do you understand what I'm talking about? So it's the money they are getting from it. If they reduce Nigerian politics to like American politics, where you have to debate, where you have to write your speech, where you have to show us your results, your track record. I mean, now I went out. But for now, is it a dream? You know, some dream come to pass, some don't come to pass. So it's a dream for now.
I'm really curious. How did the name come about?
Honeytongue, that's a long story. It came about 2003. I think I was in school then. I went in for my pre-degree. at Unilag. No, sorry, not Unilag. Lautech. Lautech Akintola University of Technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best schools in the world.
Yeah.
For all the Laudo guys listening to me. Yo. The only school that strike and see if he's going for excursion.
Yeah.
That's our school, nigga. Yeah. That's the only school I hate and love at the same time. So while doing the pre-degree, I went to class. It was fun. I always see the fun side of everything. So I attended class that day. Particular lady just somehow something happened. So I wanted to share the experience with some friends. So my hostel is quite large, but I have a lot of Kesco people. They not that they don't laugh, but they laugh for a reason. So, I don't want to now start disturbing my entire brain for them. So I was looking for people that were eager. So I just branched at one hostel. I said, only how far I said, so now so me, I just started. So I started talking. Then they didn't know me as Honeytongue. They just knew me as Tim Topper by normal name. So immediately I busted into the hostel. I saw like 10 people
coming around.
I said, man, no, believe to this. Wait happen. I don't drop back. I said, man, today, one day. No, she pass me, she way inside. At first, I scared of this. They say, hey, I said, I'm big part, no be small part. They say, yeah. I gave me. I said, what color? I said, that color, don't be one color. So as I was talking, there was a pastor at the other room. We happened to be my pastor.
Okay.
So it was that was Reverend DJ Lapode. Kudos to him, discovered me. So it was at the other room, not the other room. It was at another room. So when he was there, he was reading. He said he couldn't read more than a page. That he was holding the book like this. He was just wondering, hey, what's this? Who's this talking? He said he was on the chapter for a long time. He said he just closed the book, came to the other room, He said just open. Who has been talking here? Because immediately he opened, everywhere went. So he said, who has been talking? Everybody just talking. So I was like, yeah, it means that. He said, see me tomorrow. I said, I've entered it. So when he saw me, he said, why not try comedy? That was the first thing he said. That was the first time in my life I heard that word comedy in my life. I've never seen a comedian perform. I've never heard them perform. I don't know how to do it. So when he said, okay, I'm giving you a task, do a research on it, get a stage name, blah, blah, blah. So that was when the journey started. So I wrote like 100 names.
Wow.
So all the names, now, when you're funny now, people just have names for you. Like now, if I ask you now, there's a name you want to give me. If you've not heard Honeytongue before, what name will you give me? Or Gagabu.
Looking funny.
If I ask you now, what name will you give me? If you've not heard Honeytongue before.
You look funny, probably.
So
Funnious.
Funnious. But then I had T-Funny, I have Baba Suez, I had T-Laugh, I had different names. So I wrote all of them out. Then I had this last name. I was watching Ori by Muyiwa Ademola in 2003. Yeah, in 2004. I was watching that movie. So I've been giving people, just take the one you like. Just look at it, just take one. So I was just giving people randomly. So I just saw this subtitle at the movie where a old man was sitting down talking to a young boy. Then the subtitle then was Honeytongue. So I just liked it. I said, yeah, looks fine. Honeytongue. I just picked it, added it to the list, over like 100. So I started giving it people. I was reducing it. Honeytongue kept appearing over time till it was 10. Kept appearing over time till it was 3. So when it was 3, I was like, hey, you choose one. Those close to me, just choose anyone. So I saw that Honeytongue had the biggest and highest vote. So I went for it, and since then it's stuck.
Wow.
So that's how Honeytongue came to be. It was a period of a year and a half to pick that name.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, now you know. If you don't know before,
If you don't know, you know.
So now you know.
Yeah.
It's a privilege having you once again.
Yeah,
I want to say thank you for your time, and also Honeytongue Funny by Nature is coming out. In fact, we are selling tickets. Let me not say that.
Yeah, we are selling tickets. Yeah, that's the part you should announce me. And where can they get tickets?
So, that's what we'll round up with.
Okay,
so,
let's round up well.
We're selling tickets, so just tell us where.
We are selling tickets, thank you. This matter is a very serious part. I'm not commenting anything. Help me. That's when you say, yeah, big boy, I'm not a big boy. Buy tickets. Alright, you can get it online at busybody.ng, BIZZYBODY.ng. You can also get it at Seats and Tickets, SEATS and Tickets. That all these platforms are online. You can also get it offline, that is at some locations on VI, Tolu Denim, Silverbed Galleria, Victoria Island. You can also get it at Scotch.net, where we had our meet and greet at the 1st of July. You can get it there. You can also get it at Prince Mart in Ikeja GRA. That's on the mainland, okay, in Nigeria. If you're not in Nigeria, just get it online. Travel down. We don't know, don't worry. Where you look.
Yeah, we're expecting you.
We are expecting some people from US, Canada,
so please,
Afghanistan.
Please go get your ticket right now.
Tickets right now.
And please, limited to the available, so
yeah,
the earlier or better. So Honeytongue, thank you once again.
Yeah. It's a privilege.